What's going on, Sagittarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for August 2025. So in this reading, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding August 2025. So as always, if this reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would really appreciate that over here, Sagittarius. And definitely subscribe if you have not already to the channel, like I said. But either way, my bad. We're going to go ahead and get into this reading for you, okay, Sagittarius? So, yeah. Thank you to all the helpers in this reading. Hope everyone's been doing good, but let's go ahead and get into it. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this active divination for the sign of Sagittarius. All right, well, what a way to start. The first two cards flying out onto the table are the King of Wands and the Ten of Swords. What? I think it's accurate, so we're going to leave it up there. But sorry about that. Okay. That's better. This is crazy. God damn. I feel like, look, no, we're not going to say that, but this looks like a really intense reading for you, Sagittarius, for the month of August here. There's a lot going on. I feel like it's really important for you to tap into your willpower at this time to get through a little bit of a dark time, a little bit of a, I feel like there's a weird, eerie, irky energy in the air for you for August. There's a lot of death, transformation, and rebirth of your personality, of your own integrity, and there may be something that you need to stand up to here. Really interesting. You have the same opportunity as Leo here, which is the Two of Swords. So if you know a Leo, there may be something going on with you and a Leo that are caught up in like the same situation. You have the same opportunity as a Leo. For some of you, that could be what's going on here. But before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe, and these oracle cards contain the energy that the universe wants you to be in, to really embody for your own highest good for August. And the first one, and I see why already based on the reading, but the first one is speak from the heart. Speak from the heart. There's something that maybe it's like the song, say what you need to say, even if it makes other people uncomfortable, right? A lot of people use alcohol, and the reason people become basically like alcoholics from a certain perspective is because they have a social, like they have social anxiety, right? Because every alcoholic likes to act like they're so nonchalant. I don't care what people think. But then you wake up the next day and it's like you just blame the alcohol. But there's something here you need to say from the heart. Okay, so uninhibited, but in a way that also respects other people, because there could be a situation that you're caught up in that involves a lot of changes here for your life that really, other people don't know what to do with. There may not be a clear solution, but it's just like get to work, because there's something you need to disentangle yourself from, quite frankly, for the month of August. So speak from the heart. This could have to do with a certain level of karma from the past coming back up. someone, there needs to be a situation that's cleared out here, that's closed, that becomes complete, and then you deal with it in a different way. So speak from the heart. There may be someone that you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with. Also with integrity. So the next energy that you need more of is integrity. So this is about not making compromises when it comes to your morals and your ethics. It's about holding yourself accountable, even when you've come up with a really difficult situation. So make sure you're holding yourself accountable. What I get from that is like doing something difficult, even if it's inconvenient, because you'll thank yourself later. Your future self will thank you for maintaining integrity. Even though it will lead you to a certain difficult situation, you will get through it, but not if you just kind of like put your head in the sand about a certain situation that you really don't want to look at. For some of you, you're really being called to look at your own denial. Okay, for the month of August, quite frankly, you need to look at what are you burying your head in the sand about that's keeping you trapped, that for some reason you're convinced that not looking at this major issue or this theme or this person or this whatever it is somehow the way to go forward, when it's not the way to go forward. There's a way out of this pain that you're in. There's a way out of this pain, and it starts with speaking from the heart with integrity. And not to get all sharp, because you're going to need to, this is where the counter to the harshness, the sharpness that you will experience to a certain degree, especially in the beginning, but even throughout August, there's a certain dark cloud that you're navigating, and that's why you need comfort. Comfort is the frequency that you need more of, because you're going to be surrounded by such seemingly harshness and darkness in the world and in your personal life for some reason. Then make sure you take time out for yourself to make yourself comfortable. It's okay to seek comfort. It's okay to seek out nice things, and it also will benefit you in many other ways. I think that like Steven Spielberg had all of his ideas when he's like driving down the highway, or Albert Einstein got his best ideas when he's in the shower. And the meaning of that is that comfort is, there's different forms of comfort for different people. So make sure you do what you can do to get yourself in a state of comfort. I mean, I think something that even during doing these readings for the fire signs, this round of readings for the fire signs, for some reason it felt like it was raining out. I got the sensation that it was pouring rain outside, and even if it wasn't, I got this, I imagined that it was. It put me into a state of comfort, which unlocked the flow state. So I think there's something about that for you in terms of doing something different to get you into a flow state, but perhaps with a level of intention to like get you out of a situation that you're in, or maybe just to navigate that. So the next energy that you need more of is uniqueness. And so uniqueness is all about you maybe having to fly your freak flag in the face of some people who don't want to see it, or who don't accept it, or who you are concerned might have an opinion about it, is what I feel. Because I feel like that's part of what's keeping you stuck. I feel like there's some part of your own uniqueness here, your own uniqueness, that perhaps you're not expressing to its full extent, and that old version of you is going to basically die. And there's like a new version of the Sagittarius out there that's coming in hot, and it's going to be more unique. It's going to be more integral, and there may be something you really have to do to express this pain, or to express yourself. Thank you. You may need to express yourself in a certain interesting way. I really don't want to have to turn that off, so I'm not going to turn it off. Hopefully it just stops, right? But speak from the heart, integrity, comfort, and uniqueness, because trust me, you will have to navigate some uncertain waters. Your opportunity is the Two of Swords, and from a certain perspective, Sagittarius, for August, there's a certain level of uncertainty that you're going to have to accept within your opportunity. You're going down the rails on a crazy train, and you don't know where the universe is taking you right now. But there is certainly a lifeline that it's taking you away from, or revamping, actually, for some of you. Because for some of you, there was a certain phase of your life that was already meant to happen that has not happened yet. It's like you're going to get it right on the south node before you get it right on the north node. So for some of you, I get this energy of you have not milked the karma in a balanced way, quite frankly, for you. Your challenge is the Eight of Swords. So The challenge is that you're not as stuck as you think that you are. There's some situation, a difficult situation involving you needing to speak from the heart with integrity, to really be honest with yourself and other people. For some of you here, it's about like asking your heart how it feels right now and trying to bring it comfort during this uncertain time. This is not an easy, happy opportunity or challenge. The sword in tarot has to do with the mind, and it has to do with conflict, right? The sword is the suit of conflict. So there's clearly some sort of conflict situation that you don't even know what to do with. And it's like there's very little progress that can be made. And that's where the frustration kind of creeps in and maybe makes you doubt your ability to create change in the situation. For some of you, for August, I totally feel that for you, Sagittarius. I feel why you would be not knowing what to do. Okay, but at first, I feel like there's a lot of clearing from the past that will release you going forward in the present moment. The Two of Swords, like I said, in your opportunity is about being open to the fact that you don't know where the universe is going, but it's also looking at, like I called out in the very beginning or before, that some of you are in a certain state of denial about your own authenticity with the uniqueness card, and about what really will make you feel comfortable in this life. Because right now, a lot of us are scrambling around because we know that we need to make this deep change, but we don't know what to do. Everyone is like weirdly behaving. And so that, I feel like that needs to change, but it will come about. You have the route to this. Now, this is a really interesting one. I don't know. Some of you could be going through a really big breakup. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, definitely. Whether it's, you have the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Death card. So perhaps for some of you, there's a transformation related to a King of Wands type figure in your life. Okay, and it starts bad and it ends good. So for some of you, there could be a transformation related to a fire sign male in your life, or this could be related to you. This could be related to your own energy, whether you're a male or female or whatever you are watching this reading right now. You can take the King of Wands as yourself, where it's almost like the baptism. You're going into the fire. You know, diamonds are forged under pressure, and there's some sort of diamond that is basically popping out of this loss of this Ten of Swords frequency. So this could be someone leaving your life that you really don't know whether you should, for some of you, let them back in or leave. For some of you, there's gonna be someone coming back into your life that left on a really bad note. And it could be a fellow fire sign. It could be a Leo. For some of you, it doesn't have to be, but I do get that energy. There could be something to do with that. We'll see why that's there. But I definitely feel like it's about complete lifestyle shift for you here, for the most part. Or just a dramatic exit and re-entering of something here. You have the Seven of Cups, the Lovers, and the Five of Cups in what you don't see coming. So that's why it is kind of leaning towards a breakup reading. For some of you Sagittarius out there, there could really be a devastating breakup, but it will set you free. There will be emotions to process. So for some of you, you could be going through that releasing process. And this could be, with the Lovers card here, you know, this is the major arcana card. It's not the Two of Cups, which is just a day-to-day partnership. The major arcana card is to do with the spiritual world and your contract with someone, whether this is, and now I have to freaking I have to edit these videos because now I can't show you this lover. Oh, I'm using the right deck. I can. Sorry. Just for the clarifications, but sorry, I'm getting lost in my own world. This is a soulmate twin flame karmic relationship in what you don't see coming, that there's a little bit of confusion and sadness around. Now, for some of you, what I'm getting is that you're moving through emotions that you were in denial about because it was keeping you stuck. Some of you Sagittariuses are going to finally say, I need to feel this. Why do I need to feel this? To heal this. If you feel your emotions, it will not kill you. If you go through this, some of you maybe you need to do like, you know, some sort of meditation cord cutting. Some of you need to do regression therapy, where you go back in time and your avatar visits, in a deep meditation, visits yourself in a certain memory. It could be from your way past, it could be from the recent past, where you visit the memory and then you alter the memory as like a helper to your former self or yourself. So that for a lot of you, those, I mean, this could literally be like a major piece of your soul that you're reclaiming. there can be a recognition of why you were attracted to someone in the first place. In general, and for some of you, I'm getting instant no, don't go there, bro. So for some of you, it's like you need to look at like why you were so attracted to this person to get you into this dramatic situation in the first place. If, in general, the people that we're attracted to naturally, effortlessly express traits that we deny, repress, and disown within ourselves, and so that's why we're so magnetized towards them. And I just feel like there's a situation, because you have integrity and speak from the heart, a lens that will help you navigate through this difficult relational situation that you have going on, probably on a soul contract level, that you need to understand, get back into physical reality a little bit and be like, why was I so attracted to that person? Because for some of you, it's like it's not a deterministic relationship, but it became that because you lost the soul essence part of it. Let me repeat that. What perhaps started off as a very deep for some of you, pre-birth choice about being in a relationship turned into something not like that, and you lost the spiritual sense of it, and now you're stuck in that lower dimensional reality about the relationship, and you're forgetting. Perhaps some people come in, we make soul contracts with certain people to be our biggest trigger to help us learn and grow. It's like the world is a stage, and we're all merely actors and players, and that is more so being applied in this situation to the idea of soul contracts. Okay, because there's something that you need to clear on a soul level that I just feel like you don't want to look at. And it could be something, this could be like something where you need to, I don't know, because the advice is that for some of you there's like a rebirth here, because in your advice you have the Strength card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician card. So there's a lot of potential now coming in and a lot of strength. At least this is your advice. You have 3 yellow cards, and to me the yellow card is corresponding to the solar plexus chakra, the solar plexus of willpower, and your stomach, your gut. And also there's a lot of potential here with you in an earth sign or something like that. This could be you just rebuilding yourself up from this period. And for a lot of you, it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's a situation that it wasn't supposed to be this way. Like, I really feel that. Like, I feel like I'm sitting on this side and you're on the other side of the fence, and I'm just like looking at you, like, to some of you, like, if it resonates, switch it around, whatever. But it's like, it wasn't meant to be this way, and you just walk by and it wasn't meant to be this way, but you don't know what to do to fix it. Because maybe someone else made crappy choices, then you made crappy choices, and now everyone's in crap, right? So you have to take a certain level of, remember, because I do think that the integrity card is important for all parties involved in this situation that you find yourself in. So let's start clarifying this reading. Let's clarify why the Two of Swords is in your opportunity. I mean, the Tower is instantaneously coming out, all right? The Tower is instantly coming out. So there, once again, and now it's flipping out reverse onto the Seven of Cups. It's flipping out reverse onto the Seven of Cups. So I think there's something that maybe you processed the wrong way, or someone processed, because so much gets lost in human communication, it's ridiculous. Where I think this is something where you need to speak speak from the heart with integrity, because I feel like there was a mixed message that got crossed. Like, you could have said something in the past that didn't mean this, or someone is making what you said mean something, and vice versa. Now or in the past, that just effed you up. You have the Judgment card, which is all about your ability to discern well. The ability to judge something soundly is your ability to discern well, to navigate, and to maintain a consciousness. Because, honestly, it's like Groundhog's Day in this reading, where this reading for you is about changing your life, because as conscious as you think you are, once again, part of the blessing of this reading is to be conscious that all I know is I know nothing. The universe, the opportunity is to let Jesus take the wheel here to a certain degree. Yeah, it is that. But at the same time, this whole reading is pointing to the fact that the universe is attempting to get you out of a place of subconscious reactivity to your life and becoming a conscious creator within that. Because once again, when I'm getting mixed messages, maybe communication that happened that led to this ending or this rebirth now because it gets figured out or gets transformed in some sort of way. But I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, I was going somewhere with that, but let's see if it comes back. Why else is the Two of Swords here? The Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups. That probably is exactly what I was about to say too. Damn it, why did that escape me? The Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups here. So your opportunity is to cut through the illusions. The Seven of Wands is all about seeing through illusion. And then the Judgment card here is about the ability to discern well. The Judgment card in this situation would allow you to choose the correct cup. It would become instantly illuminated. So that's where I'm going back to the fact that there was some sort of miscommunication, misjudge of meaning that got you caught up in a situation. Maybe you made it mean something, and because the reality is neutral, it kept reflecting and reflecting and reflecting this back to you. So much so to the point where there's no denying it now. But for some of you, it's like giving up on something you've been manifesting out of your own, reality, your own personal, because everyone's in a personal narcissistic bubble reality nowadays for the most part. So maybe it's like popping that little bubble and realizing that there is so much more out there for you, because that's what the dark wizards in this reality try to do, is they try to isolate your awareness into certain pockets where it gets stuck. And I feel like it got stuck. I feel like your awareness got stuck in a certain isolated pocket that was maybe in some way laid out for you, a trap. But now it's the universe has your back now and is saying, So some of you, this is, your ancestors. For some of you, this is your friends. This is your true soul family coming in and saying, we're not going to let you go down like this. This is not how it's meant to be. So there's a lot of helpers. The Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Temperance card, the Three of Cups here. I feel like there can be a new phase of your life that is brought into a certain sense of rebirth, with people being sent to you that are going to help you get out of this. Maybe you're sent into their life, maybe vice versa. But it has to do with overcoming challenges related to, on the soul level, and everyone being able to get along with our own unique personalities, because I feel like now there's something here that is going to be rebirth for you. It's very significant to me that this King of Wands is facing this Ten of Cups, but behind him there's that Death card riding off into the sunset with some sort of transformed thing. So sometimes relationships start, or I'm getting the vibe of a really rocky start to your life, or whatever phase your life is in, there's been a rocky phase to it, but you're meant to get out of this. And because I'm getting a frequency that Spirit is giving me gems to translate as much as I can, but I just feel like there's something I'm meant to say to you that is still trying to get through. You have the King of Cups here, so maybe that's about understanding emotions, unconditional love. And with that gang, I just feel like there's a gang, I'm getting there's a gang to bust you out of this prison, so to speak. I mean, the Eight of Swords is here on your challenge, and then you have a whole gang riding to town to bust you out of this prison. So be aware of sacred soul contracts in your life, the meaning that you've given them if they haven't gone in the past, because for a lot of you, I'm predicting the revamping, the rebirth, the resurrection, the transformation of certain key soul contract figures that may have caused you a lot of pain in this life, but the rodeo is not over. Far from it. Right? The rodeo is not over with you and these people here, Sagittarius. So you have a lot of help. But it starts with you maybe getting out of denial, because for a lot of you, maybe, I don't know, it's not, I just want to say, I feel like you got to understand, maybe it's not your fault, or I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but why is the 10 of Swords next to the King of Wands? Page of Swords. Getting more information on something. Like I said, miscommunication in the past. Miscommunication even this month. King of Pentacles. So there could be an Earth sign man coming up in this. The Star and the Knight of Pentacles. So once again, I get there's a some sort of moment of awakening that you get from this. Things could be moving pretty quickly. Let's clarify why the Death card is here. I don't know. That could be things went bad in the beginning of August for you. Be careful that things don't go really south. That should be actually in your life based on a miscommunication. The Empress here. The Death card is clarified by the Empress. So maybe you were just being forged in this fire to really meet your true queen if you're a Sagittarius man watching this, or to really meet your true self if you're a Sagittarius female watching this. You know, you have, like I said, that whole sequence was about pressure. Diamonds are forged under pressure, and the Empress pops out on the other side. So I don't know. I mean, no, I do know. You know what I mean? And then you have the Moon and the Page of Cups here. The Moon and the Page of Cups. Ooh. That's about your own uniqueness, comfort, navigating the darkness. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Let's clarify why the Lovers card is here. As I said that, we have the Five of Swords. Foul play. I mean, that's about zero-sum games in a soul relationship. Not good. Knight of Swords, someone doing something before they really thought about it. The Knight of Swords is about someone who is, they act before they think about what they're going to do, or they act without thinking about long-term consequences of what they're doing. You also have the Four of Swords here. So there could be an aggressive pursuit of the universe towards soulmate stability and rehabilitation in your life this month. Quite frankly, as clarifying the centerpiece to this reading, there is some, and that's why the Ten of Swords is here, but it's being clarified by all these kind of neutral / healing cards, potentially even related to 3 different people. Sagittarius. But this is some sort of dramatic pursuit of stability related to your soul contracts to make sure it's all mapped out and all going well. Because trust me, there's a lot of dark wizards in this reality that try to make sure that certain people don't rendezvous or get together with each other. And when they do get together, they lay all the traps possible. They send you-know-who in. They send this in. Because when certain souls are together, they change the whole world. And I feel like that's what's going on here for you. You have whatever gang you want to call it. You have your gang of your soul family is coming in to break you out of this trap. But they may have to do that in an aggressive way, okay, which perhaps rubs you the wrong way in the beginning. But now you're seeing it from a different perspective. Artigala. I mean, that's just what I really feel is happening. And then, of course, we have the Justice card, the Six of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So why did I just say that? Six of Swords, all right? Because, once again, there's just trouble. Trouble. There's trouble in the air, but it's all going to work out in the end, and perhaps quickly. Why is the Strength card here for you for this month in your advice? Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, this could have to do with, like, being able to cooperate with each other. The Nine of Cups and the Five of Wands, that's about, like, the Strength card, though, to this, remember. Moderating a certain level of competition, perhaps, or seeing how it's all perfect, or... Because the Nine of Cups is seeing how it's all perfect. This is about being in the right place at the exact right time and the exact place that you need to be to get what you need. The Nine of Cups is about timing, being in the right time. So there's some sort of correct timing, or there's an adjustment of timing related to certain, I get people that cause the Tower. Six of Pentacles here balancing out. It may not be a perfect journey going forward, but that doesn't stop the gang of crew coming to get you out of this crap.